to our show today. My name is Cindy Speaker. I have with me as my guest Attorney David Daggett of Daggett, Shuler, Attorneys at Law.
Hey, Cindy, I'm excited. It's getting to be that time of year.
Yes, it is, and I know this is one of your favorite times of year.
It is one of my favorites, yes.
Well, we're going to talk about the Safe Sober Prom Night. And David, I'd like to start off. Tell us a little bit about why you started that very successful program.
Sure. It's hard to believe. Safe Sober Prom Night started 29 years ago.
Wow.
I was a young 30-year-old at the time, and I was young, idealistic lawyer. I had a couple of stories, I won't go into them too deep, about some friends that headed off on the wrong track, drinking and driving when they were in high school. Combine that with, as a young lawyer, I felt like I was in a unique position in that I was seeing young people who make one mistake and they kind of threw their life off track, and that's from drinking and driving.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, I saw the results or the consequences of those actions that hurt and destroyed families of individual people. And I can't help but think of your mother. I never knew your father, but your family lost your father to a drunk driving accident. Didn't know what to do, and so I take that very, very personally. So a young idealist, had some of those memories of friends that went off track coming out of high school in early college years, idealistic. And what I saw the business community, and I still feel this way, is they don't do enough to help young people. We need to help young people. That's our future. That ensures the quality of our communities into the future. And so wanted to do something. Didn't know what that was, made up a name, Safe Sober Prom Night, bought some t-shirts and headed out to high schools, and here we are 29 years later.
That's amazing. And I applaud you. I love what you said about businesses not doing enough.
Right.
That challenges every one of them, one of us, certainly me.
This is the real interesting thing, Cindy. And as you know, I've spoken in national seminars to various groups, including lawyers groups. I get asked a lot, how much does it cost? And obviously over 29 years, we've spent a lot of money on the program, but that's the wrong question if you really care, because there's lots of people willing to write a check. What I don't see businesses doing is putting themselves willing to go out there. The driving mechanism is the attorneys and staff in our law firm personally go to each of the 50 high schools and make a positive impact on these young people. That is what's missing, and we're just absolutely committed to as an organization.
You know, that is amazing. And the reality is there's very few organizations that will have anywhere near the commitment that you have. So you are exceptional in that way. Nevertheless, it behooves us all to get more involved.
Yeah, but let me tell you another ironic part that I tell them also is there is a fundamental principle. It's biblical. It's part of every religion, is that you have to give to get. And that by giving, you in return prosper. It may not be monetarily, but you in return prosper.
Yeah.
And so it is a positive for us. And quite frankly, despite the chaotic 6 to 8 weeks we have, I still think we get more out of it than we put into it.
Wow,
so
that's really awesome.
Fundamental principle.
Yeah, very cool. Well, you've got some exciting things coming up this spring. Tell us a little bit about that.
So in the next week or so, this is very exciting. I'm not going to give away any hints now, Cindy. But one of the things that we do every year is we have a student T-shirt design contest. Every year, students from all over the TRIAD submit us entries. We typically get in the neighborhood of 200, 250 entries. We go through a completely blind selection process. I can tell you that selection process is just about finalized. And so there is going to be a surprise someplace, somewhere, somehow for the T-shirt design winner this year. Their design will be on the front of approximately 15,000 T-shirts.
Wow.
They will get recognition, the student's name and their school, on the back of the T-shirt. So it's a huge, huge deal. In addition to that, the student gets a $500 scholarship, and the classroom, the teacher, gets $500 for their school that they can use for their art class. For, as you know, the schools struggle with art supplies and
Right.
just some of the basics. So
Oh, that's
so $500 for
wonderful.
the school, $500 for the student. So it's a
Wonderful.
all around big good event, and it's probably my most fun thing I do all year long. And Catherine, who's sitting right there, and the others, they laugh at me because I usually choke up and tear up during the
Oh,
presentation. But I just love it. I love the kids, and we think that's an important driving factor because positive peer pressure is the number one force driving young people today,
yeah,
and the T-shirt design contest is part of that.
that is great. Well, that's very exciting.
Oh, it's real exciting. And
It
then
really is.
yeah, and then shortly after that, we'll start hitting schools, and 50 schools all across the triad in a 6 to 8 week period. This year's hang with us, students in schools. This year's a little bit chaotic because Easter's late, which means we have proms early and we have proms late. There's a little bit of a void in the middle,
Yeah,
but I promise you, we'll get them all covered.
I know you will. You always do.
Might have to rent a helicopter this year, but but we'll,
You
we'll
know,
get them
I
all
wouldn't
covered.
put that past you, David.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
tell us a little bit about the impact, because this is a fabulous program.
so now over the past 29 years, we're up to over 500,000 students have taken the pledge to stay safe and sober on prom night. And I guess the best way I can illustrate it is the change that's occurred over those number of years. When we first started the program, I literally had to take a student's hand and put it to the pledge card to sign the pledge so that they could get their free T-shirt. They would take the T-shirt, stick it inside their jacket, or stuff it in their book bag because it wasn't the cool thing to do. It was a nerdy thing. Fast forward, we have to warn and caution any volunteers that go with us that when the bell rings, there's a stampede of students to get the shirts. Many of the students, they put them on right then and there. They pull them right over the top of whatever they're wearing and wear them around like a badge of honor.
That's awesome.
Safe, sober has become cool.
Yeah.
And then I have so much fun. As you know, my kids have run track and played spring sports, and as I'm around in the spring, you see the T-shirts just everywhere. The students wearing them with pride, and so
That is great.
safe sober has become something that's cool
Yeah.
over the 29 years, and a lot of that is because of our principle of positive peer pressure that we keep re-energizing every year. And I'm just so proud of those kids. I can't take it. I think students today, it always drives me nuts when I hear old people like me talk about these young people. And the young people today, they are the best. They're the brightest. They're the most talented there are. But what they're looking for, and they're looking for at all of us, is for leadership, guidance, and direction to put them on that path to success and to help them out. And I think that's the magic of the program.
Yeah. I think you're right. And I've seen over the years that what you create there and what you that foster in the students, they love being with you, David.
Yeah.
They really do.
Oh, that's
Um,
great. I love being with them.
yeah, that's a
You,
big
you,
part of it.
you can't fake it, but you can't hide it either.
Well, I look forward to hearing more about your excitement and all the upcoming activities of this year's program.
So it will be pretty visible everywhere. There's usually some media coverage,
Yeah.
Facebook coverage. You can go to the website safesober.com, our firm website daggettshulerlaw.com. So it'll be everywhere. And we're just excited for another great year. And next year, the 30th anniversary,
Wow.
which also means I turn 60.
Oh, that's great. You'll have to do something big next year.
Well, I still sometimes, I've been known to challenge the best athlete in the school to a push-up contest while we're giving. And so far, I haven't been beat. So I haven't had a student beat me. Now, I've been sore.
That's
I've
great.
been sore the next day, but I haven't been beat yet.
Well, as you get, yeah, it might change when you're 60.
It might.
Well, David, tell us how we can reach your firm. People want to get more information, things like that.
Sure, DaggettShulerLaw.com, and phone number is 336-724-1234. And the other thing that Catherine probably going to get me in trouble again, but the other thing that I tell people is if you want to be part of our support team, stop by the office. We'll give you a free T-shirt, and
Awesome.
you can proudly wear it and join the circle of support for our young people.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yep.
And for those of you watching live or replay, you can just post your comments, your questions, request a T-shirt right here on this page.
Absolutely.
And someone will follow up with you.
Absolutely.
David, thanks for being with us. This is great.
Okay, thank you, Cindy, and thanks for your help in promoting Safe Silver Prom Night.
You bet. Thanks, everybody, for being with us. Have a great day.